Yo, what's going up, guys? Welcome back to another very special episode of Easy Buckets.
Hey, that's my line. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I don't know who that was earlier. In today's video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to love, especially if you're a big Los Angeles Lakers fan. We're going to be talking about something a little bit crazy, talking about the possibility of Kemba Walker of the Boston Celtics wearing the purple and gold. When talking about this upcoming offseason, there are so many reports, so many rumors that the Lakers are going to be very aggressive. So if you're a big Kemba fan, a big Lakers fan, and you want to see these two come together, you're going to love this. But quickly before I get on with the video, I just want to say if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about Kemba to the Lakers.
I think I could hunt shots a little more. I think watching film in some of the games, I think I turned down a few shots, a few opportunities, spot ups. I could take some more spot ups, when my guys give me the basketball. I think I just got to hunt shots a little more, be a little bit more aggressive.
When talking about the Boston Celtics this year, I'm gonna be honest, they are a straight disappointment. With them having two All-Stars on their roster, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, you would expect to see them as a top seed in the Eastern Conference. But this season, they're nowhere near the top. They're at the bottom of the playoff race. As I make this video, the Celtics have a record of 35-35, which ranks them as the 7th seed in the East. And after being a top 4 seed in last year's standings, I'm kinda surprised where they are now. Teams with young superstars on their roster should be improving, should be getting better, and the fact that they keep moving down the standings, it only means one thing: there's a problem that needs to be fixed. And we just got a crazy report today that apparently Danny Ainge, the GM of the Boston Celtics, hints an off-season roster change is coming. We are expecting the Boston Celtics to make a big splash this summer. There has been so many rumors that apparently the reason why they're playing bad is because of Brad Stevens, their head coach, but according to Danny Ainge, it's not because of Brad Stevens. This is what he said: "It's our job to deal with what the real issues are, not the perceived issues, and Brad Stevens is not the real issue." Which only means one thing: Danny Ainge is talking about their roster, talking about the players on their team. And with the Boston Celtics right now needing a change of scenery, I believe their best trading asset is definitely Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker to me is one of those NBA point guards that I consider an all-star, but because of his situation, his value in the NBA is slowly decreasing. He signed with the Boston Celtics 2 years ago, but ever since signing with the Celtics, Kemba Walker has not been able to bring the Boston Celtics to a championship contention. And that's why in this upcoming offseason, with him having the best available trading price, I simply believe the Celtics could get good return. Kemba Walker this year is averaging about 19 points per game, 4 rebounds and almost 5 assists, 1.1 steals and 0.3 assists. And although we've seen Kemba Walker average more than 20 before, Kemba being the third option behind Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, I simply want to see Kemba in a better spot. And with Kemba entering the final year of his contract in 2022, the Celtics are being put in a position where they must, or at least, try to move him. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 3 NBA teams that I simply believe would be perfect fits for Kemba. They can offer a good trading package, and for one, it'll be great for both teams, and 2, it'll be great for Kemba. The Boston Celtics are making moves this summer, and Kemba should be the first on his way out. The first team on this list is talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, and that's Kemba Walker joining LeBron James and Anthony Davis. When Kemba Walker entered free agency 2 years ago, one of the biggest rumors was Kemba going to the Lakers, signing a contract there, but ultimately he signed with Boston. A big reason why Kemba has always been linked to LA is simply because his playing style would fit perfectly alongside LeBron James. Kemba for one can control the rock, handle the ball, but he can also be a great floor spacer and a great catch and shoot player. And what the Lakers are always looking for, a starting point guard at an all-star level, I believe Kemba is affordable and a realistic option. When talking about this season, the Lakers already offered their starting point guard of Dennis Schroeder a 4-year, $85 million extension, and with Dennis already denying that and rejecting that, the Lakers might have to look elsewhere for their 2022 point guard. And with so many Laker fans in the past loving this scenario, I do believe the Lakers have a pretty good offer that could get the Boston Celtics interested. With the Lakers expecting to be championship favorites while LeBron is still on the roster, I do believe for them to compete against the Brooklyn Nets, a big three, a super team, they should also get a big three. And while LeBron has AD, getting Kemba Walker would almost seal the deal. If the Lakers can offer up Talon Horton-Tucker, Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and their 2022 first-round pick, I believe this will start a great conversation between them and the Boston Celtics. If the Boston Celtics believe that trading away Kemba Walker is their solution, I believe they'll be looking for assets at all area. A young guard with potential, that's where THT comes in, an improving small forward, that's where Kuzma comes in, and of course a veteran defensive guard, that's where KCP comes in, to kind of bring championship experience to the young guns of Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Of course, getting a first-round pick is a no-brainer. Kemba Walker's price isn't too expensive, but of course, it's not cheap as well. I believe this is a standard asking price. And then on the Lakers' perspective, getting Kemba Walker and then focusing a lot of their re-signing on Andre Drummond, maybe bringing back Alex Caruso, Ben McLemore, that might be a good offseason scenario, but of course to get Kemba Walker, I do believe these assets would make a lot of sense. I believe Kemba going to the Lakers is the best case scenario for Kemba when it comes to him winning an NBA championship. With him being 30 years old right now and in his prime, I believe he must capitalize, and if the Celtics ask where he wants to get traded to, LA should be his first destination. The next team on this list is talking about the Dallas Mavericks, and that's Kemba Walker joining Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. This is also a very popular opinion, as so many NBA fans believe Luka will love the experience and leadership that Kemba brings, especially to the locker room. And with them right now being a comfortable NBA playoff team, especially in a competitive Western Conference, Kemba might feel that team is a great spot for him. I mentioned it earlier that playing alongside LeBron James is great for Kemba, as Kemba can simply spread the floor and be a catch-and-shoot player, and with Luka, it's the exact same position, the exact same situation. Mark Cuban and Rick Carlisle, the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks, have proven in the past to bring point guards and excel them in a good position and put them in a winning situation. Players like Jason Terry, players like Jason Kidd, and with Kemba Walker having a similar playing style as a playmaker and scorer to those vets, even if Luka starts at the point guard position, Kemba Walker could be an undersized shooting guard, but also be a combo guard that would simply lift the Dallas Mavericks playbook. If the Mavs can offer up Josh Richardson, Dwight Powell, Willie Cauley-Stein, and Jalen Brunson, I believe this will start a great conversation with the Boston Celtics, as for one, on the Mavericks side, they get an NBA All-Star to kind of be a mentor to Luka, but also be an impactful scorer, maybe plus 20 points per game, and of course doing whatever they can to keep their main rotational players of Dorian Finney-Smith, of course Luka and Kristaps, and maybe even bringing back Tim Hardaway Jr. With the Boston Celtics trying to find their identity, especially at the front court position, getting Dwight Powell and of course Willie Cauley-Stein might be able to help that fact, as this trade right here simply helps both sides of the story. And the last team on this list is talking about Kemba Walker going to the Pelicans, joining Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. And honestly, with the Pelicans trying to get better in these upcoming few years, with Zion developing, with Ingram developing, Kemba would be a great fit as their starting point guard. When talking about this upcoming offseason, their starting point guard of Lonzo Ball might actually be walking as he's entering restricted free agency, which means if that happens, they might be looking for a trade to bring an all-star point guard in. With Ingram and Zion being so young, I do believe a vet like Kemba Walker would simply come in and be a great vocal leader and simply be a great captain. If this happens, the Pelicans might be entering playoff contention. If the Pelicans can offer up Eric Bledsoe, who's on a $16 million contract, and then Steven Adams, who's on a $15 million contract, plus a first-round pick, I believe this might be enough for the Celtics to accept, as the Celtics get two players that could simply be in the starting lineup and simply bring in more of a defensive atmosphere. On the Pelicans, they'll have a new lineup of Kemba Walker, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Ingram, Zion, and maybe starting Jackson Hayes in their next season. This might be their future going forward. Kemba to the Pelicans is not a bad idea. Out of all the trades I've mentioned today, the Lakers, the Mavericks, and the Pelicans, My favorite scenario would definitely be Kemba going to the Lakers, joining LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I believe with that happening, the Lakers will be entering championship or even super team mode. And an NBA Finals of a Big 3 Lakers versus a Big 3 Brooklyn Nets, it will be pretty awesome to see. With the Boston Celtics claiming they're going to make a lot of moves this offseason, Kemba Walker is the first man out. But yeah guys, this wraps up my video for today, talking about Kemba Walker and some potential trade scenarios that could happen, of course, if the Celtics decide to move him. What's most important to me is one of your thoughts. Which teams do you believe Kemba Walker should go to? Which team is the perfect fit for him? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!